made me a fortune, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna win that bitch. Mark can't fuck with me, yo. I just got caught up in the antics fucking with him. Cause that dumbass D he was playing, trying to blitz me. It was funny.
Forever, man.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A great rookie season for Barkley, over 1,300 rushing yards, second in the NFL, 11 rushing touchdowns. Also a big asset in the passing game, 91 catches, most by a rookie in NFL history.
Yeah, second only to Christian McCaffrey in 2018, not counting the rookie status at all. How about 2,028 yards from scrimmage, which led the NFL, 15 total touchdowns. He ended up breaking 94 tackles. A lot of people said he didn't run inside. Oh, he did. And he broke those tackles and made plays downfield. And don't forget this about this guy. Those numbers would normally win Rookie of the Year going away. He'll be in a real battle with Baker Mayfield from Cleveland for that honor.
Yeah.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On play action. Now Manning.
Woo!
He finds Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Check. Zebra.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From midfield, here's Manning. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now it's the Boise State along, Jay. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Trey 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Let me pull a Doug Peterson. Fuck it. Peterson tried to go for it right here.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Giants set to get the football back, and they're coming off a 5-11 season. Now, look, that's an improvement from 2017, but still it's 8-24 the last 2 years. Okay, you talked about earlier their need to get big guys up front to protect the quarterback. You got the number 6 overall pick in this next year's draft. Where are you going?
You would think if you could get someone like a Quentin Nelson who went to the Colts last year, you would want to do that. But there's also a chance they can get their future quarterback with the number 6 pick. So you might have to go in that direction. and then come back and get the big guys later in the draft,
Nah,
sitting in
where
that
the
number
niggas
6
going?
spot, they will have a good chance at getting one of the top quarterbacks in this year's draft.
It's just too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another
We don't
first
play no
and
bomb
10.
shit like that, bro.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Regular.
I wouldn't play no bomb 3-on-1 or whatever.
Hand
the
off to
fuck.
Barkley.
My man's
taken
into
down just
McDonald's
shy of
that shit.
midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Get some.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
Yeah.
We saw the linebacker make the stop.
I know. I know all about you.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Manning. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm burnt the fuck out. I would bust your head, yo, but God, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Zebra.
They do go for it. It's Manning. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Wentz now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
They got Michael Strahan back on the damn squad.
Defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he's unable to grab it.
That motherfucker Ertz.
Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And now out come the Giants. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On second down, here's Manning. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
What you do with the flavored water?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 41 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first. Here's a give to Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go. Regular.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Manning. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on first down is Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. Manning going to throw. And pressure gets to him again. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Oh,
on first down, Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, ram.
Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down.
Down the man inside, down the man. Hey, empty.
They'll run on first down. Adams. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That drive.
Oh, this is blocked. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now Manning to Barkley on the check down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Manning now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. Shotgun now for Manning. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Flush to his right. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
On with Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now he's forced out left. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A pair of first downs.
You ain't playing a ball, bro. Don't feel bad.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Woo! Yeah.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Woo.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and
Hey, yo,
goal
I'm
from
going to
just
keep it
inside
real.
the
I'm going to
10.
keep it all the way up bad.
They'll try and run for it on first
I
and
forgot a
goal.
while ago.
And they'll get him down here at about
But
the 5-yard
I'm going to tell you,
line.
I just really
Give him
started to
3 on
learn
the
a lot
game
of shit
there.
about
Second
Madden.
and goal.
That nigga got a
That run
spectacular
didn't get
catch,
very
bro.
far, and I think when
He
you're looking at his
one-on-one.
dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller
That's
side.
you look at
He's
that
counting on the
attribute.
big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could
That's
they?
why
Yeah,
it's going to
didn't
be
get the
hard
push
for
they
niggas to
needed.
beat me.
And the ball
I
smack
forgot to
dab
be
on the
marked like
5-yard
that.
line.
I was
Here's
just focused
second
on
and goal.
Alshon Jeffrey bullshitting around with him. He got that spectacular catch, too.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Bro. I took a long time off of that, bro. I was killing niggas.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time.
Yeah, I took a
through
little
the
time off
interception
of this
in the
bad
red
shit.
zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
There goes Sterling Shepard.
Fuck.
Touchdown, Giants.
I thought I had a quick. I
Sterling
turned
Shepard,
around.
75 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for 2.
Oh, shit.
To throw, it's Manning. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They run for it to the Giant. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Wentz is going to fire and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
That one right there playing his ass off. I couldn't even put my hands on his door for that thing.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. After the INT, it's Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Zebra. Regular. Zebra.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. He finds Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Manning now on 1st down. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, now Manning. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Manning again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Manning to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, it's got to...